Hi guys, and welcome to Amy's Art Table. This week I have this really cool abstract flower scene that I want to share with you. This is going to go along with my fairy kit. If any of you have purchased that, this is the background video for that. If you have not purchased my kit, I'm going to put a link in the video description. And this is just a fun watercolor tutorial that you can also be part of. This is going to be a really simple and really easy watercolor tutorial. We're going to start out with a blank sheet of watercolor paper, and I'm going to start out with some wet on wet watercolors. So I'm going to grab some water on my brush, grabbing a medium size to large brush here. Just going to add some different places of water on my page towards the top. This is going to be a really quick little 10-minute watercolor. But if you have purchased the kit, this is going to make a great background to set up your fairies on. Okay, so it's going to be a really airy and almost mystical garden scene. So since I've gotten this kind of wet, I'm going to start with my first color, which is going to be a turquoisey blue, blue-green. Towards the top, I'm just going to start adding some color and letting it bleed. The wet on wet watercolor allows it to spread out. And then again, I'm going to do the same thing down here towards the bottom. Just giving some really nice blended colorful washes. And then I take a darker blue. Start adding some in here. Blending some over here. Now this painting is not going to turn out identical to the one that I've just showed you, but all of our paintings are going to turn out slightly different because they are abstract, and abstract means it is a loose painting and it is not exact or precise. So I'm going to add a bit more water so I can get this to wash a little bit more. And then I'm just going to add a lot of water to my page here. I kind of like how my background is going so far. I think I need a little bit more background over here, and then we can start dropping in these really nice green and pink flowers. Set that off to the side. Add some more of this turquoise in this area. Nice little blend going on here. Okay. Now I'm working really quickly today. Since this is a really blendy, really abstract painting, it's okay to just keep working really quickly and with different colors layering on top. So I'm going to use a nice medium shade of green here, and I'm going to start creating some circular flower shapes on the page. And again, working quickly here, but that doesn't mean that we have to like splatter paint everywhere and make our painting really crazy. It just means we're layering and we're working. We're working steadily, I should say. Okay, so I'm making these circular flower shapes right over the blended colors that I've already added to the page. You're going to get some color mixing going on, and that is just fine. Again, I'm using this as a background to a fairy setup. You'll see what I mean if you check out my Instagram this week. Okay, So I'm dropping in these nice green flowers, and while everything's still wet, I'm going to keep moving. I'm going to grab some pink. This is going to be a dark pink, and I'm just going to plop in a nice little center on each of these flowers. Since it's wet, it will start to spread, which is what I want it to do. They're each going to have a unique little center, like that. And at this time, I'm going to go back and add just a bit more of dark blue. Kind of get this painting to be sort of really moody here. Give it that enchanted feeling. Just darken it just a little. You can also add the turquoise. Again, no rhyme or reason to the way that I'm dropping this color in. Everyone's is going to look differently here. I'm just going to focus on keeping our larger elements the same, which is color scheme, and so far just these nice green little flowers here. All right. So I'm darkening this and letting it blend a bit more. And once you get something that you're liking, feel free to stop. I'm just going to keep going. I want mine to be a little bit darker. All right. And the final step in this 10-minute watercolor, we're going to grab a darker green than this green that we used for the flowers. And we're really just going to start dropping in tons of leaves and stems all over this page. Some will be larger and some will be small. And we're just going to layer this and just get it really gardeny. Okay. So I am going to use this slightly darker green, and I'm going to start by adding stems to the flowers that I've already created. They can be curvy, they can be straight, they can connect to one another. It's just a really loose, really nice watercolor. It's super fun, different. Right, so same green, I'm going to have some background leaves. The rest of this watercolor is really just going to be creating leaves wherever you want. You let your imagination just run wild, and you can watch me while I add leaves all over my page. All right, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this 10-minute abstract watercolor, and you can use it as a background for a project if you would like, or just a fun little creative outlet. I hope you had a great day, and I will be back again